Christ a great prophet, but disagree with his death. According to Quran, during the death of Christ, in fact another person who turned to his appearance was killed, and Jesus was taken to Allah. That is what's written in Quran about Christ's death. And they said, really we have killed Messia Isa, son of Maryam, the envoy of Allah. However, they didn't kill him, it just seemed to them. Those who disagree with it are disinformed and don't know anything about it, but just listen to suppositions. They really didn't kill him. Oh no, it is Allah had taken him, because Allah is mighty, wise. An-Nisa 4:157-158. According to hadises of Muhammad, another person was killed looking like him. Here is the explanation of Christ's arrest and murder by a known Islamic explainer of Koran Ibn Kaseer. He wrote, Judoists represented this case to their leader like there is a person in Jerusalem who is spreading a lie among people, trying to make them be against the current government. The leader got angry and told his helper in Jerusalem to send a letter with the order to catch that person, put on cross and wear a scratchy wreath on his head. When the Jerusalem helper got the letter, he accepted and went to the house where Isa was. At that moment, he was with his 13 followers. It is said that it was happening on Friday, about sunset, so in the evening to Saturday. They circled the house, and when he felt that either they will suddenly break into or he must live to them, he said to his followers, Who wants to be like me and to be my follower in this paradise? One young man joined him, but Isa found him too young for it. He repeated his words second time, third time, but nobody except that young man didn't join him. Then Isa said, You will be. And Allah changed his appearance to Isa's so that they become absolutely similar. Then a hole in the roof of the house opened and Isa fell asleep. This way he was taken to the skies, as the God said about it. Allah said, O Isa, I will make you calm and take to me. I will clean you from everyone who didn't believe, but those who did will be taken until the day of Renaissance upon those who didn't. Quran, Surah 3, Ayat 55. When he was taken, his followers left. Jews, seeing that young man thought that he is Isa, caught him in the night, put on cross and wore a scratchy wreath on his head. Judoists told everyone that they have got his murder and were showing it off. Some people believed in it. There were only those who had been with Isa in that house and evidenced his going to paradise. As easy to see, Islamic version causes many questions. Let's begin with that the deed of Jesus, as we may say, doesn't fit the deed of a prophet. From the Gospel, we know that Jesus said about his holy death many times, suffering and renaissance, but according to the Islamic version, he just lied and showed another person as himself in the last moment. So then we get a question. Who were the followers after those events? Who suggested Foma to put his hands in his blood? Who was eating and drinking with his followers after his going to paradise? Who had been with his followers for 40 days? And who was taken to the skies in presence of all his followers? Even if gospel evidence and all historical proofs are not taken in attention, and if to put an eye on only Islamic proofs about Christ, anyway his deed is far from moral one. So that means Christ treated not only his followers, but also his mother and many other followers who were crying and suffering standing near the cross. And Christ was calmly watching all this from the side. And if his followers evidence his going to the sky and turning his followers to his appearance, as Islamic explainer think, so every one of them following and dying for Christ lied. Also, there is a question about the location of the young man who had taken to the Christ appearance. So as it's seen, Islamic story is more absurd than others.